Hello, my honeys. It's B back after a sort of long time. I wasn't recording the last few months just because nothing too interesting was happening. I do still regret a little bit not recording my birthday party, but that's long past. So, anyways, today I will be talking about my trip to the Keys. We did take a trip, but it was more of a road trip because it was like 10 hours. So, first, I woke up at 5 a.m. It was so dark outside. I don't even wake up that early for school. I did sometimes, but then I stopped because I realized I could take short showers. So, that was that. And then the night before, I actually braided my hair so it could look nice today. But even though I was in the car all day, it still got pretty frizzy, little less than normal because it wasn't so humid, but it just got really frizzy, and that pissed me off because doing that braid was hard. My hands were cramping and they were cold afterwards. You know how frustrating that is. Anyways, so after that, I ended up skipping breakfast because I didn't want to be late and I wasn't going to record because I didn't think I was going to today. And I wasn't going to have time to do this anyway. So, yeah, we got in the car, sat in there for a long time. It was fun seeing some of the sights, which you'll see after this. I'm going to play some clips. And I saw the Guitar Hotel first. It was nice because it had the colors for Pride Month. It was still dark, so we could see the lights. They were flashing, rainbow stuff. I wish it did some actual flags, but that was cool also. So that was pretty much our morning, or yeah, that was the morning. It's the beginning of the trip, and I'll show y'all what I had for lunch. And keep in mind, the clips I'm about to show you might have my daughter Paulina in them. I forgot which ones had her, so when you see them, yeah. And they're split up into little sections. This might be a little boring, but I want to post anyway. I need somewhere to share, right? Paulina, wake up! We're already here. Oh, what a day! Alright, so as you can see, there was lots of sea just surrounding us for miles and miles and miles. Of course, because it was the Keys and we're in Florida. The sea was so like splotchy, kind of. Like there was patches of dark blue like next to turquoise, light blue, and even some brown patches, which is really weird. I don't know why that happens. And some white ones because they mix with the sand. That's what I'm assuming anyway. I feel like the brown is from chemicals or something. I don't know what it is. And then that's another thing I wanted to bring up. I didn't immediately when I saw the patches of like blue and y'all know what I'm talking about, right next to each other. I thought of like the salt separation thing, like with the Atlantic and the other ocean. My brain isn't too good with geography, but yeah, I don't know why I wanted to bring that point up. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was how colorful everything was down there. It was pastels like everywhere. The houses look so cute. It's so nice and beachy. So I saw a lot of blues, pinks, yellows, and sometimes green. They were all like light versions, but sometimes they were like a little dark. The houses look so just it was so lovely. Ran through not ran through some neighborhoods, chill out, but drove through some neighborhoods. They all look like a very nice, like, tight knit community, and just so cute. Like if I was rich, I'd like buy a house there or live there maybe. But that made me think like living there would be kind of hard. Someplace like very south or on those like island parts, because imagine getting groceries. Like imagine going to a store. What do you do for fun besides like water stuff? You can't you can't really be a normal person there, could you? But I was shockingly surprised by how much like normal normal civilization stuff. That sounds weird, you know. But I mean, like, how normal some parts of it were. If you go more south, it like there's more stores and stuff. There was so many there was so many Circle K's for some reason. I thought I'd see like another gas station, like maybe a Shell, Chevron thing. Yeah, Shell or Chevron, but it was just there was more Circle K's than I could count. Another thing that was in abundance was churches. There was churches on pretty much every corner, even in the more south parts. Oh, that reminds me. There was we went to the most southern part, which was 90 miles from Cuba, but there was a long line for the landmark thing, so we didn't go to it. We just drove past it. I should have taken a picture or at least a video. Anyways, back to the churches. There were so many. So we drove past one, and like literally a minute later, there was another one right down the street. I don't know why there's so many. I'm not gonna get into my opinions on churches and religion because that's a whole other can of worms. But yeah, that was my thoughts kind of jumbled together. I'm trying to remember what else I'm gonna be pausing a lot in this. Give me a second. So another thing was that I think at least every Floridian should go down there at least once in their life. If you're not able to, that's all right. But it was just so fun and amazing. It was like a beachy wonderland. I felt like a tourist. Almost felt like a European. Obviously, I'm not one. But because the way I was just looking at this stuff, I did think, wow, this is so American sometimes. Ew, I saw someone with a Trump, like a big Trump sticker on the garage door. That is so incredibly nasty. Oh, nasty. Blasphemy. Oh, I just remembered another thing. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, another point, was that the houses there are actually, some of the houses, like near the water, they were on stilts. And that's because during the hurricanes, everything would just sweep under the house, and the house on top would be fine. Those houses look they're so cute and stuff. Like, I'd want to go in one. And it reminded me a little bit of H2O, because living on the water and stuff, I guess. But like a beach house, they just look so lovely. I'd love to visit one, or like an Airbnb. Yeah. And then or live in one, but living in one seems a little tough because all the seafood around and stuff. I don't like seafood. Yeah, living there seems a little hard. I have to wrap this up quickly because this rambling is getting pretty long. Those are my thoughts on the clip so far. I'm also going to talk about some little minor points, shorter, hopefully, because my brain knows no limits. Okay, so I have some little points here. I might ramble a little bit. So the first one I had was Robert the Doll. I completely forgot he was in the Keys until he's somewhere in the Keys, until I saw a billboard for him, and it said like visit Robert the Doll, like Ghost Keys, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, what? And I was sad. I kind of wanted to go. We couldn't really go to any resorts or places like that, or any attractions. I saw so many ads for like aquariums and wildlife stuff. Oh, there was this thing called Theater of the Sea. It looks so cool. I want to go someday. Maybe I can. And the next thing was there was more motels than I could count. Same with hotels and resorts and stuff like that. I understand why they're there, because people would obviously be traveling here. I really want to visit one because I just want to visit a hotel in general. But the ones down there seem really nice. At least I hope they are. I heard some bad reviews. But they're just a hotel by the beach. You know how awesome that is? Or by the Keys. It sounds fun. They might have a lot of seafood on the menu though, which is, yeah. So the next, I think that was it really. Oh wait, no. One last thing. There were so many tourist traps, attractions, things like that. There was like, all the souvenir shops, t-shirts, dresses. Oh, there was a lot of dress shops. I wanted to go to some, not dress, but just clothes in particular. They look so nice. I love beach clothes. I really want to get a nice dress, a flowy dress someday, a sundress, a milkmaid dress. And there, of course, the main tourist attraction was probably the 90 miles from Cuba thing. I wish I could have stood in front of it. I wish the line wasn't so long. But, well, y'all know that I was there anyway. There was also, I'm going to try to keep this short. There was this place that looked like the Pink Palace from Coraline when we were driving in. Not exactly, but it was like as tall and probably as wide also. I should have recorded it, but it was so cute. And those are my thoughts. I'm going to show you my lunch right now. For the main course, we have a chicken bacon Caesar wrap. And I already ate one because I was a little hungry. obviously wasn't that great. Look at it. I love this thing. It's good, just a little messy, from Publix. And the next we have original Ruffles. I love original chips. Don't hate on me. Don't call me white. Also, these would be so good with French onion. Oh, I'm just dreaming about it. Oh my god. Okay. Next. Mint chocolate Milanos. These are so good, but if anybody talks about, oh, but mint chocolate tastes like toothpaste. Oh, but it's too minty. Shut up. Oh my word. You do not brush your teeth enough if you think anything mint chocolate tastes like toothpaste. And then the last, just have some plain old water. I brought some Cheetos from my grandma's house, but I'm not eating them for lunch. Now it's time for B's long rambling outro. For my last, you already know what I do for this segment. Just ramble about whatever thoughts. I say that word so many times. So throughout this trip, the only thing, one of the only things I had to keep my mind occupied was my inner monologue, and I said either nice, good, or nice, good, or great at least almost 100 times. Bro, if someone was doing a drinking game with those words, nice or good, they would have been blacked out. But not even by the time we got home, bro. My brain, I only have so many adjectives. And then what else? So I can tell you a little bit about what I've been doing lately. So me and my little brother, we've been binging My Hero because we just got the urge to get into it. I left off in season 4 in 2020, and I found out I was way further into the season than I thought it was. I think I was on that I must have been on episode 16 or maybe even a little further, and I just didn't remember. But yeah, so we got through that, and then season 5 demolished it. We went through like the whole thing in maybe a day or two. We were just speeding through these seasons, not putting it on double time speed or whatever. It was just that interesting. We were staying up till like 1 or 2 a.m. I have a new love for My Hero. It came back again. It's like the same love I used to have when I first watched it. Oh my god. Don't ever judge a girl on her first anime. It was my second, but y'all get the point. It was the anime that got me into anime. So I can't hate it. I love it. And whatever people say, like, oh, it's trash, oh, it's garbage, oh, Deku's a crybaby, but what about the fandom? You can ignore the fandom. Deku is a realistic emotional character. Realistic with feelings. And yeah, literally just ignore the fandom. Or like don't interact with those parts at least. My other thoughts, I've been gonna work on a new comic. Might do a little comic dub for it, who knows. I might show y'all some if you want. I know nobody's gonna comment on this or even watch this video besides a couple, but yeah, I think it would be neat to share my art like that, or at least on Instagram. And my Instagram is the same name as it is on here. There's not much else really. Oh, I've been eating so little this week because we haven't got a chance to go to the grocery store yet. I love spilling like this. Maybe I'll get like a little skinnier, little teeny waist, but I doubt it. I wish. I want to start working out this summer, genuinely, but I don't get enough alone time. I need some, because I want to do this thing. What is it? The bunny dance? But it's embarrassing, so I don't want to do it in front of anybody, and I know nobody's going to judge, but I hate being perceived. And I'm pretty sure those are all my thoughts because I used up all my brain power on the other parts. Thank you for listening to my yap session, and thank you for watching the video and stuff. This is B signing off. Bye, my honeys.